Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. Update. Tour perks in Titan Takeover. Champions, we wanted to give you a quick heads up. There's currently an issue where tour perks effects are being reflected in Titan Takeover. Hold on, let me just, I'm gonna do this in parts. From day one, tour perks have worked in Titan Takeover. From day one. There isn't an all of a sudden new issue. There isn't an issue, in fact. They've worked from day one. The only way you would think there was an issue is if you never played it. This isn't something that's meant to be part of Titan Takeover, so the team is working on a fix to make sure everything runs as intended moving forward. We understand this might be frustrating, and we truly appreciate your understanding. So first off, you don't understand why it might be frustrating, or you wouldn't do this. Secondly, we don't understand. Thank you for standing with us. We don't, as we keep the competition fair for everyone. You don't. You're not keeping the competition fair for everyone. It was fair. There's tour perks, everyone could use them. So let's just break this down a little bit. There's two options here. Either one, you guys didn't play your own game and you were completely clueless, or two, you have decided to change it after the fact, probably to monetize it. Most likely what we're going to see is a different set of perks sold for Titan. That would be my guess, right? In some way they're going to monetize what we already had. And now they're going to wrap it up in this, oh, we never intended it to work. Really? How did it take you 3 weeks to find out then? When from day one it's worked this way. I've said it in multiple of my videos, which I know you guys have watched. You caught the sub thing one day after the video, right? And you fixed it immediately. So I'm going to call BS where I smell BS, and I smell a lot of BS here, right? If you want to do something, I think you should be more clear with it from the start. And the problem is, why would I ever believe this? Either you're incompetent and don't test your own game. The sub thing I could get, like if you have people playing, designing your game that don't play at a level where they can figure stuff out. Like I can almost, the reason I figured it out was because one, people messaged me, and two, that's how boss battle used to work, right? So I assumed it would be a bug you guys fixed, just like boss battle. The tour perks working doesn't feel like a bug at all. How would you not know that? The only way you would not know that is if you never played Titan, if you guys never tested it. And if you didn't test it, then I have no tolerance. That's just you guys not doing due diligence in your own game, right? So this is just this initial post. I just find so much BS in it that I can't stand it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys won't find a way to monetize it. But this game mode hasn't been monetized, but I feel like it's about to be. Now, that's just the initial response. Let's move forward, okay? So I'm on the free-to-play, right? This is what our faction does with 3 energy. We're a top 50 faction on tier 4. This is what it does with 3 energy. Tour perks mean jack all for us ever getting this tier 4 down. All it does is make it way harder for smaller factions. Not even smaller. Top 50 isn't even a small faction, right? Make it harder for factions to do anything. This is just going to make a greater division of factions because you can't afford not to do these things. Also, when you take accounts, so just for example, like now my account, my free to play is generally ranked between like 4 and 8,000 in events, which is getting a pretty average, right? And I cannot even get the silver, the platinum chest of 3 energy on this one, on this boss. I simply can't. It's not possible, right? So that's going to be even harder. And all this is going to hurt is the people that need it the most. And you think this is going to keep the game more fair? No, it's not. So, like, when you guys do really good stuff, I'm happy to say it, but everything you say here is just flat out wrong. I don't get how this happens, right? And then to say this, you're either I'm forced to believe that you're either one, incompetent about your own game, or two, you're lying to me. Neither are appealing, right? So, no, I don't understand. And no, you don't understand why this might be frustrating. Like, come on, guys. Like, seriously. I've really been enjoying the game again, like probably close to the high point for me since I've been playing this. And I think Titan has a lot of potential with other stuff that could follow it and build off of it, but not if you guys monetize it. And really, to be fair, I don't think you guys understand. Once like literally Titan now, because your faction either unlocked it or they didn't. If they didn't unlock it with 5 energy, they're not unlocking it now. It's not going to happen. So you're just in a daily mode now of just upkeep with Titan, right? So it's not nearly as fun now because if you didn't unlock tier 4, you're not going to. And if you did unlock it, you're just maintenance clearing tier 5 with your tier 4 and your tier 3. If you unlock tier 5, you doing tour perks isn't going to affect people getting the chest. It's literally not. It's one extra move to load potentially at the start and or if that, one less trainer, right? Like it makes almost zero difference. Like this is so, unless you're selling perks, then this all makes sense. Like this makes zero sense unless you try to monetize Titan in some way. Then I understand why you're doing it. I won't be understanding, but I would understand why you're doing it. And I fully expect this to follow where they monetize Titan Takeover in some way. And I could be wrong. This is all speculative on my part. This is just kind of a rant. This is the kind of stuff that really turns me off to games. And in particular, this kind of thing in our game just pisses me off because I play it so much and I know a ton of people play it and it already feels bad for anyone in a faction that doesn't have a tier 5 unlocked because the energy went down and they basically know they have zero chance. If they couldn't with 5 energy, how are they ever going to with 3, right? So like and you said that about the energy from the start, so I can respect your stance on that. That's fine. We all knew, we all had planned, right? This just seems like something you're doing that is really going to affect almost nothing as far as the outcome, right? The people getting the tier 5 chest, I think, are the right people, i.e. spenders. And the people not getting the tier 5s are the right people, i.e. the not spenders. And this will just make it so more medium, middle class players fall into the right category of not spending enough and don't get the max chests on tier 5 or tier 4, right? That's what I think this is. I think it's strictly to keep a division between the haves and the have-nots and then to monetize it. That's my personal opinion. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I find this unacceptable. The fact that you're 3 weeks into a mode that you promoted and talked about as being huge and stuff, and now you're saying, oh, we didn't know this worked. Play your own freaking game then. Or hire somebody that does, right? Like, it is the simplest check ever. You queue up one match and you see if you have MP. So one, either you simply don't care, which enrages me even more, and you're incompetent, which I find that super unlikely, or you're lying to me, which I find the most likely reason, and I don't like that, right? Either are bad, but I'll take incompetence over being lied to, and I feel like I'm being lied to. And that's what bothers me more than anything. It's the principle, right? And then in the end, how does this change anything as far as fair competition, right? The sub thing was a bug. Even though I didn't like it, I get it. But if it's a bug, it should be fixed, right? But this, I mean, come on. If your quality control is this crap, then you guys need to take a hard look at yourself and figure it out. Because it's ridiculous. Literally one match, you go in and you can see where your MP starts. It's so easy to test and see. Like I said, this was a day 1 thing. This wasn't even remotely difficult to figure out. Day one thing. That's what I got. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm pissed off. Whatever. Stupid.